Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Jean Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM and AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And speaking of quality of life, we have our two special guests here today. Kevin McDonald, the Executive Director of the SCV Senior Center, the new one. Mm-hmm. And we won't talk about the old one anymore, will we?
Old.
And Robin Clow, who is the Volunteer Coordinator and Advocacy Coordinator. Welcome to both of you. It's great to see you again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
And since the two of you were last here, we have opened Bella Vita, our new senior center here in Santa Clarita, for about 4 weeks now. And it's just a wonderful place, Kevin. And, you know, to let our listeners know who haven't been, describe what we have compared to not the old, but the 41-year home that we had in the past to what we have now at Bella Vita.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I saw you giving a tour the other day at the new senior center, and times have definitely changed, and we've talked about this for so many years, and people have come up to me, you guys talked about our new senior center for so many years, and it's finally happened, and we're open, and we opened up on April 29th. And so, we're still in our first 6 weeks going on, and we're so excited because we want to build something for the community. And we are hoping the community would accept this new building because I describe it as it's part country club and it's part social services. So when you walk into the senior center, we just have a variety of activities, and people have said, I didn't know what a senior center was, and we're kind of redefining what a senior center is in Santa Clarita Valley and what we can offer. So we're thrilled that we've opened and thrilled we can share this with the community.
When people hear the word senior center, they think of walkers, wheelchairs.
Old people.
And that's not what we see at our senior center. As a matter of fact, in addition, Bella Vita, the Beautiful Life, is a part of the ensemble of what we are trying to provide in every respect to older adults here in Santa Clarita. And opening our new senior center is going to make a change in the future. In the past, it has made a change as well, but we have to move forward. The population is increasing. Our older adult population is going to augment tremendously. As a matter of fact, we can talk about this. Our governor, just the other day, 2 days ago, said we are going to have a master plan for aging in the state of California. Let's talk about that a little bit, of what he and government and those who are in charge are recognizing now as not a problem, but an advantage for many of our older adults in our community.
Yeah, well, I think that when the governor made his proclamation and developed the resolution that was released, we're excited about it. Los Angeles County has been working on a master plan for a while and finished one. Yep. So we're glad that now the governor's taken it to the state level and said we need a master plan. The silver tsunami is here and here to stay, as our senior population will be doubling, and by 2030, so many things are happening as the 2020s come around to us. So are we prepared? And I think the planning that went into what we're offering in Santa Clarita Valley many years ago, is coming to fruition now. What greater timing for us to offer new supports and new services. And the range of seniors has grown because we want to offer for people from 60 to 105, whatever, and such a broad spectrum of people, and we want a little bit of something for everybody. And that's quite the challenge that we have on our hands. But as Bella Vita develops, and we keep changing, we really made our programs changeable throughout the years. So as people's interests change, okay, we can do that. Can you do this? Yes, we can do that. And we're really listening to the people that are coming in, but we have to listen to everybody because everyone has different opinions on things. So, we built a building, a beautiful, beautiful state-of-the-art building, and what we're doing is filling it with a lot of love and a lot of activities that most people really enjoy.
And you have a very nice library there.
We have a nice little library too.
Yes,
But
you do. Because
You know-
I have borrowed books from there. In fact, I have a bag full of books to bring in there today
Right.
sometime, and take 3 or 4 with me so I can read. But
But-
they have
but I think when you-
loads of different kinds of books in there.
lots of books, and that's just one small area
Yes,
of what it
it
offers. But
is.
what you were sharing before is we're redefining what seniors' needs are for the future. And I think that's an important part of the master plan that we can go back and give input to the governor as they develop this master plan over the next couple of years. I think it's due out in 2020. He's made a mandate for that to happen. But we're seeing it in the eyes of the people that are coming in for the first time. Each day in our lunch program, which we're famous for, we have it in a grand ballroom now that's carpeted with beautiful music going on. That opens up early. And right now we're seeing an increase of almost 70 people every single day using that. So the grand ballroom was built for lunch for part of the day. It's taken over the whole day because we're
That's-
offering coffee. You know, I believe a senior center should have coffee 24 hours a day. I really do. I think you just have to have coffee for everybody. We have coffee early. The lunch crowd comes in. We're not rushing anybody, and they're able to use the entire ballroom and feel the dignity of respect that they are in a beautiful place that can rival any ballroom, and they feel just a little bit more important and special. And the tables are a little smaller. They're round, but they're smaller, so you can converse at them. And we're going to bring in new artists in, and new friendships are being formed, and we're welcoming the people from the area that are saying, I didn't know we could do this. And that's just lunch. And that's not all the programs and services we've even touched on. So the lunch crowd has really given us a feel of their attitude is one of gratitude and thankfulness. And we're like, no, we did this for you, and the board did this for you so that you would have, first and foremost, a wonderful dining experience 5 days a week.
You know, speaking of dining, the home delivered meals. How many has that increased to now?
You know, last year we're averaging about 230 meals a day, which is a lot. This year we're averaging over 280. Yesterday we did 284 meals for residents of the Santa Clarita Valley for Meals on Wheels program. And we can do more. We just continue to get the word out. Who is homebound? And they have to meet the qualifications, of course. But if you're a homebound senior, then you need to get in touch with us, or your loved one needs to get in touch with us so we can connect you with that, because we have some great volunteers doing it. But what is out the back door of the senior center goes 280 meals a day for Meals on Wheels. The front door, we're serving 235 people in our banquet hall. That's a lot of meals.
Well, now, I thought it was home delivered meals,
It's the
not
same
Meals
thing.
on Wheels.
Home delivered meals and Meals on Wheels can be used interchangeably. It's the same thing.
Okay, because I was
So-
always told no Meals on Wheels.
No, Meals on Wheels,
home delivered
we're a member
meals.
of Meals on Wheels America, Meals on Wheels California, and we're proud of that. It's the same thing.
Now,
The same thing.
I'm understanding and I'm getting feedback from different people that the meal deliverers just go to the door, drop it off, and leave.
Quite the opposite. We're getting some stories. We get stories and cards and emails and different things from our families saying, thank you for being with us. They do have a certain time because they have routes that they have to do. And there's quite a number of people on the routes because we have to deliver it all within 2.5 hours. So we're going out on the road. Do I have 10 minutes to share with you? I don't. I wish we did. We do
See,
have.
that's what's so
And that
important.
misperception is, but let me do the follow-up to that is, so I come
Okay.
to you, Barbara, and I share a meal with you, and I deliver the meal to you, and I check to see how you're doing, making sure you're okay, and I give the meal to you. Then I have to get on to the next person. But if you said to me, I have a problem, I have an issue, that word gets back to our support services team, which can send a caseworker out there to sit with you. We call them care managers, and really talk to you and see what your issues you might have. But on a daily basis, to deliver that many meals in 2.5 hours is our volunteers are out there, but they try to do it with a touch of love and more than just a meal. We just don't have 10 or 15 minutes for each participant, and we
See,
wish we did.
I see that
wish
is
we
what's
did.
so critical
Yeah.
because I did that
You're right.
for several years, and I loved it. I mean, I would have that meal in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and the seniors would be at the windows with the blinds open. Come on, hurry up and come in,
Mm-hmm.
and I could sit down there and talk with them for 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, we
And
don't
it
have
was
that time
so
now, but we
rewarding.
do. They still feel that same sense. They're anticipating the arrival. Even their pets are anticipating the
Oh,
arrival.
I know.
And just the few minutes they're there makes a huge difference for them. And we do get a lot of feedback about how that has changed their life and how we're a lifeline for them.
But you're not able to sit and chat for a few minutes with them.
Just for a couple of
That's-
minutes, because yes, there's so many people
that's
that
a
need
shame
to.
because it meant so much to me when I did
Right.
that, and I know how much
But
it
I want
meant
to shortchange.
to the seniors.
I want to shortchange
And-
it too much because we have to also follow our regulations to keep the food hot, as you know, and to keep the cold food code and keep
Right.
going. The nice thing is we have a abundance of care managers that can meet with those families in need. So if they need more than that extra dose, but our drivers tell me stories that would make you cry about how
Oh,
they're
I
touching
know.
each and every life. And
I know
and as
because
you know
I've been
that.
there and done that.
Yeah, and the food has been outstanding. So we're so glad they're getting a wonderful meal that they always, we have a great executive chef and some cooks in our kitchen. We don't get many complaints about our food, and we do a lot of food, so it's
And
nice.
you have quite a few meal preparers too.
A lot of volunteers are in there
the
5:30 in the
volunteers.
morning.
Yes,
Yes,
I know.
I have retired bankers preparing food for Meals on Wheels early in the morning. It's
know.
wonderful.
But they don't put
And-
money into the.
No, they don't put money into
No,
this.
Just checking.
the only
Little loose change.
the only criticism I've had about that room where they actually put the meals together is that it's too hot in there.
Mm-hmm.
That the air conditioning needs to be on in there. That it's too hot.
Yeah, we're making our tweaks with the building as we go along, and the air conditioner guys were in there today checking on it. So.
Oh, that's good. Because there's nothing worse than being 85-degree weather in a room with 5 or 6 people, all doing the same thing. Perspiration dripping off you.
Not into the food, though.
No,
that's for
not
sure.
into the food.
But Meals on Wheels, home delivered meals. The names have changed, but we're still doing the same thing, and that's the important thing. That our older adults here in Santa Clarita are getting nutrition, and that's what we've wanted to do and can continue to do for years. But in terms of terminology, I went to a meeting last week and with our older adults, and the question came up: what do we call seniors now? Do we call them? And I cringe at the word elderly. Don't call me elderly. Wheelchair brigade. There are different names, but the group, and we're 1,000 people in another ballroom, different ballroom, but they said older adults, and there was an agreement to that. And I think even in the executive order the other day, the seniors are now older adults. So we are using different terminologies for different words, but older adults is the key word now, and that's there's a transition taking place
Yeah.
And it's
for our
about
older adults.
It's about
in Santa
time.
Clarita. It's
You
a
know,
It takes
it's
the
a,
stigma away
It
from
does.
that
Absolutely.
because
And I've-
age is not what it used to be.
Exactly.
At all.
And
And
I've
the-
always said to my kids, I'm not old. I'm just older.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
a big difference.
There's a big difference, and the show will.
No, I'm not old.
The
I
sen-
may be 82, but I'm not old.
The
I'm
sen-
older.
The senior hour will be called the older adult hour. From
Thank
here
you.
on.
Thank
Here
you.
on in.
The older
We've
adult.
just changed the name.
Yes.
The most important label though is, it is Jean and Barbara. So as we go forward, we have to be careful of our classification of groups of people. And while we may be going towards older adults, which is in county law and the state, it's also, we got to remember the individual. That's why I'm saying Jean and
Absolutely.
Barbara is a much better definition than classify an entire group which ranges over 45 years. We're all so different. We're all so unique and special. So we got to go back to first names, and then we're
A
okay.
Personal touch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was
Yeah, you
interesting
cannot
because
generalize.
my daughter was over. She comes over and spends the night and stays with me and helps me clean out the clutter, so to speak. And she said, Mom, she says, I'm 60 years old. I said, what? I said, you're 60 years of age. You're just older. And she said, oh, I hadn't thought about it like that. I said, you're not old. You're older. You may be 60 years of age, but you're not 60 years old. That gives a bad, in my opinion, a negative connotation. Because, I mean, I'm a young 82. I can kick up my heels with the best of them, believe me. And
Watch out.
I'll continue to do that for as long as I can.
Right, so you don't feel a stigma. You feel like I'm embracing those years and you're
Yes.
proud of those years.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
I am 82, but you don't even have to say old. Just I'm 82.
That's right. That's exactly right. And my kids are getting older. I don't like that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Time has a way of moving along. But you know, life is worth living, and live it for as long as you can.
You got it. And I think that's what we want to welcome people into. And we call it Bella Vita, and we've gone quickly over that name, but the name means beautiful life. So it's the SCV Senior Center. It's at a building, and the building's called Bella Vita.
Yes.
And it's a special because you deserve a beautiful life. You have a beautiful life, and we want to give you a beautiful life. So Bella Vita, that's what Bella Vita means, and we're so proud of that. And we want the people who have never been there before to have that experience of feeling worthy, feeling respected, feeling I'm in a pretty classy joint over here. Yep, you're right. And there's a concierge desk when you walk in, and you can meet with Irma, and Irma will give you a tour, give you information, and make you feel welcome. Then you can go take a right and hang out in the family lounge next to the fireplace with some friends.
Incredible place.
Then you can go into the grand ballroom. But if you take a walk down the hallway, every room is different. From the cards room and the quiet room to just a place to hang out, to a technology center where you can get on Skype and talk to your loved ones, to a billiards room, to an arts and crafts room, to a classroom, and so much more, to a fitness center and a dance studio. All for the residents of our valley, and there's no admission at the door. Isn't that a wonderful thing that's being
what's so
put
nice
together?
about it.
There's no admission at the door. Come and join us.
And you even show movies, don't you?
Yes, we have movies
Yes,
going on.
and you don't have to pay $15 to go see them.
No, I don't know what they charge, if they even charge anything, but everything's a nominal fee because as long as we can do it, and we're a private nonprofit organization, so we're going to try to make ends meet the next few years. It'll be a challenge to us, but we want to keep those doors open, and we want to keep it fresh and new experiences for everybody.
Yes, and I think everyone should leave a portion of their estate to the senior center, Bella Vita. I think it's something very, very important to consider. I really do.
Barbara, and I'll acknowledge just now that your wonderful contribution in honor of your late husband was just a special contribution to our senior center. We thank you for that. We thank you for investing in us and saying this is going to continue because Russ is one of our founders. And
Yes, he was.
that contribution
He
was
one of
very,
our
very
founders.
special at a time when we needed it right before we opened the building.
Yes,
So thank you very
yes.
much.
Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate that, and so does he.
I'm sure.
I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, KHTS 98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Your building sign is essential to getting customers to your location. Feathers can help you get your business noticed. Feathers, now in a new, larger space with plenty of parking. They walk you through each phase of your project with special attention to detail and quality. Feathers will provide you with a sign that you can be proud of. Your sign will draw customers in instead of having them drive by. Visit Feathers online at feathersigns.com or go to Feathers' brand new, bigger location at 26017 Huntington Drive off Rye Canyon or call 298-9442.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Today for lunch, why not try the Sandwich Shop? Located on Avenue Stanford in Valencia, the Sandwich Shop offers dozens of hot or cold, affordable, premium deli sandwiches. Gourmet soups and salads are also available. Regulars indulge in the Dutch Crunch Roll on the twice-baked baguettes, which is a customer favorite. Top it off with owner Charlie Chong's Chunky Chocolate Chip Cookie. Breakfast and catering is also available. The Sandwich Shop, since 1983, located on Avenue Stanford right off Rye Canyon. ValenciaSandwichShop.com to place your order.
This is a Rita's Daybreak. There's a huge crowd at Rita's. With so many amazing flavors, every day's a treat. Let's see what folks are celebrating.
I lost my first tooth.
No more training wheels.
My dog photo got 37 likes.
3 kids, 3 activities, 0 meltdowns. There you have it. Layer it, blend it, or drink it with Italian ice and creamy custard. So many reasons to celebrate at Rita's. This has been a Rita's Daybreak.
We all know sometimes people lose their way. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, the Way Out Recovery SCV may have the answers you've been waiting for. The Way Out is the premier intensive outpatient treatment center serving Santa Clarita. Asking for help is the first step. Call The Way Out today, 661-296-4444. That's 296 4444 for a private free assessment. The Way Out is an accredited affordable outpatient program that accepts most insurance. Call us at 661 296 4444 or check us out online at thewayoutrrecoveryscv.com. Quit battling with yourself. Ask The Way Out for help today.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, AM 1220, 98.1 FM, KHTS. And our guests today are from the SCV Senior Center, Bella Vita. Yes, Kevin McCarthy, Executive Director, and Robin Clow, Volunteer Coordinator and Advocacy Coordinator. Now, let's get down to business and talk about what is going on in the Senior Center.
Might be shorter to say what is not going on. How about that?
I don't think there is anything
so
that's
much
not going on.
Yes, the minute you walk through those doors, as you mentioned, how beautiful Bella Vita is. People walk in and they feel like they're at a. They've said, "I feel like I'm on a cruise or at a resort." And sure enough, we have all of that experience for them. You know, you go into the dining room with the live entertainment, but then we provide so many new activities. This new Bella Vita building has been just such a wonderful opportunity to expand everything that we do and provide such diversity. We now have room for that and a beautiful environment for that. So that's what we've gone gung-ho. I'm our activity coordinator is Blythe Birchall. So I've got some new classes that she wanted me to share with you and talk about everything that's going on over there. One of the new classes, I like this title, is Colorful Relaxation. Kind of takes you back to the 60s, doesn't it?
Okay, define
What do you have to take for that? You need a prescription?
And colorful.
Does that mean coloring with crayons
Actually,
and painting and that kind of thing?
Yes, we are collaborating with the Santa Clarita Valley Library, and this is a new and it's a very relaxing type of art class. And participants can draw, sketch, and color at their own pace. There's no pressure. There's just a very leisurely, tranquil type of environment, and enjoy learning to create their own type of artwork, any type of genre that they would like to do. And in the background, you might hear the voice of an author reciting from his book, reading from his novel, or even a classical artist performing Beethoven, with piano music in the background. So it's just a whole wonderful atmosphere. So just come and escape, just come to this wonderful stress-free environment of this new class.
What time is that and what days?
Okay, that's the first and third Tuesday of each month at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, and we're very happy to be collaborating with the Santa Clarita Valley Library.
Very good.
And
while we're talking about it, that's we need because our listeners are asking this question right now. Where the heck are you? You used to be on Market down in Newhall near Hart Park, and we could see the buffalo from there. But where are you now? Some people just don't know. We're talking about it. Where do I go to get this information? Where do I go to do art? Can either one of you give us a directional equivalent of trying to figure out where it is? I could do it, but you're better. You go there every day.
You can follow up. I mean, it's in our eyes, it's across from LA Fitness on Golden Valley Road, and where that meets Newhall Ranch Road. That's the important thing, right above the riverbed, and we have to take a right and go up on Golden Valley Road, and it's where Golden Valley Road meets Five Knolls Road, and I think Five Knolls is an important descriptor in there too, because that's our main cross street that has a light at it. So Five Knolls Road and Golden Valley Road, it's right up the hill, and we're down a little bit in our own little private valley down there, next to the Lenore Galloway homes. So it's a nice combination that's down there. We're kind of gonna have our own private little area.
And the Newhall Ranch Road is the major road.
Right.
You have to get on Newhall Ranch Road, whether you're coming from Sierra Highway 14 freeway or you're coming from the 5?
Actually, if you're coming from the 14 freeway, you're coming on
Golden
Golden
Valley.
Valley.
Yes.
Golden
And then if
Valley
you're coming from
exit.
the west side, from the 5 freeway, that's Newhall Ranch Road.
Correct.
But where they kind
Yes.
of meet there, and and it is pretty much the center of the
It
Santa
is.
Clarita Valley, which is great because it makes it easier and opportune for our older adults to get there. So this is a perfect place for us to have a
Yeah.
meeting point and intersect for our valley residents.
And we're right near the aquatic center is right there. The new sheriff station is going up down the street from us, and the new fire station is being built at the corner.
Cool, yeah.
So really a very active area.
Yeah, it's a
Very
great,
active.
great location. So just look for
Yes.
the most beautiful building in Santa Clarita, and then you know you'll be there. And yeah, and so there are, because of the location and because of the type of building and what we offer at Bella Vita, there's been hundreds of new people coming in. Our classes are just filled, so we're so happy to be able to expand them and bring new people in to experience them. And there's a huge diversity of ages coming in too. So, and everybody being together. With
Age
these
in terms of
classes.
intergenerational.
Yeah,
I mean, I see a lot
we're
of
moving towards intergenerational, but we get a lot of very young
young,
boomers.
yes, absolutely.
And for our
and
activities, you do not
performers.
have to be a senior. So yeah, our performers are younger. So it's just some, as Kevin said, it's something for everybody, and we're constantly evolving. So in addition to the colorful relaxation class, another activity that we are collaborating with the Santa Clarita Valley Library is a new reading group. We're calling it Bella Vita Bookworms.
Oh, cool.
So,
I love it.
I know. So each month the bookworms will read a wonderful book that's provided by the library, and then they'll meet once a week to discuss it. So it's kind of a book club right on site and facilitated by the Santa Clarita Valley Library. So
And
it's
what
great
day?
to-
What day will that be? The meeting.
that is going to be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. So Tuesdays are a great day to.
What
Yeah,
book are they
that's
gonna
so you're
feature
gonna
that
have.
Oh, the
we
first
we
book
will
is
have
going to be
read,
The
Barb?
Lost City of Z by David Gran. So it's a fiction book, but it sounds fascinating.
Is it a mystery or?
How would you
What
just
is it?
describe
think it
that?
sounds
would
lost.
just.
I have to go there to read it with them.
Yeah, there you go. That
I don't
gives
know,
us
but
incentive.
Someone thought it was really good for a book club.
Yeah. And if it's
And it's
lost,
kind of an adventure and going back in history a little bit. But yes, to find out, come to the book club.
Yes.
then we will be
Yes,
lost.
that's
and
on a
then we can be
Tuesday
found.
And the
Also.
books will be provided by the library.
That is so cool. Up your alley, Barb.
Oh, I know. Now,
Perfect.
exercise classes.
Exercise classes, chair classes are extremely popular, and don't be deceived by the fact that they're in a chair. They're a huge, great workout. And you can even, if there are times when you would rather be standing up, you can do that as well during the class. But we now offer chair Pilates and stretch with instructor Jenny Hoft. And by the way, we have the most extraordinary, well-qualified instructors. And I think that's why a lot of people, younger people as well, are coming in because they realize the caliber of the instructors that we have here. But I don't know, have you ever done Pilates before, Barb?
No, I never have.
Oh, it's I can't recommend it high enough. I've been going for years. But it improves your posture, gives you better flexibility, increased muscle strength and balance.
Balance is what's
Yes,
critical for
balance.
me at this point.
Yes, and another Tai Chi class also helps with that. And we have a wonderful Tai Chi instructor. But following all of that during your Pilates session, which is it's very gentle but so effective. There's a gentle stretch after, and that helps to increase your range of motion and relieve any stiffness. So you come out feeling so much better than when you came in. You feel like a different person.
And
So
what
those-
days are those?
Those classes are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10:45. And she's the instructor is certified in many areas. So you're in good hands over there. We also have another chair class called chair yoga.
Chair yoga.
Yes. And I like the chair idea because you have more control that way as well. You know, you're just,
Yeah.
it seems.
You don't do
It's an age.
exercises, though, that cause you to fall off the chair, do
No,
you?
no, absolutely not.
That would be my worry, having balance problems.
Yes, yes. And we do have non-chair classes as well, but these are really popular. And as I said, they're equally beneficial as if they were not in a chair. And the instructor for the chair yoga is Audra. And she is giving classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10:45. And she's actually earned 200 hours of training at Yoga Works. So she's highly qualified,
that
and
is
she teaches at various
At
studios.
10:45?
10:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, just like the Pilates, yoga is a wonderful way to loosen and stretch sore muscles, to increase flexibility, and boost coordination, and the keyword balance again.
Yes.
So, and each practice begins with intentional breath work. So there's the
Breathing.
breath.
Yes.
People forget to
Controlling.
breathe,
Oh,
like
I
I am
know.
right now. I thought,
I
I
know.
better stop and
Take it down.
take a breath.
You're turning blue.
So if you practice it regularly, the mindful breath work can improve your whole sense of well-being and peace. It's amazing what breathing the lost
is.
art of
Such a
breathing
simple-
can
It
do
is.
for you. And that's what one of the focuses is on this class. And it also can reduce anxiety and lower blood pressure. So they say, you know, stress is one of the main factors in health, believe it or
Yes, it
not.
is.
So this is the class to take all with the colorful relaxation, with the yoga, the Pilates. This will completely transform you and give you a much more beautiful life.
Bella Vida.
So hope you can join us for that. And we're really excited about our ladies' billiards lessons. You probably all know Russ Evans. He used to teach ballroom dancing
Oh,
at the
yes.
center.
Yes.
And now he's using his skills to teach billiards, but this is specifically for ladies. And we have some amazing talent
You mean
amongst the
pool?
ladies. Billiards, yeah, pool
Pool.
room,
Yeah,
yes.
that's how I know it.
Yes.
Billiards is a fancy word.
Well, we're fancy now. So. But yeah, it's great for hand-eye coordination, and it's fun just to have all the ladies together, and you're given lessons, and they all support each other, and it's just a wonderful group. We've got somebody in there, I think, who's a couple of people in their mid-90s.
Oh, that's
wow.
wonderful.
And we have a new person there. I think she's 40 years old, and she's so excited to be in there.
And so
they
when are
all-
those?
all-
When do they take place?
They are new Tuesdays, 2 to 5 p.m.
Oh, 3 hours.
Yes.
Wow, that's a workout.
Yes, and they're looking forward to having tournaments as well. I'm looking
Oh.
forward to the day when we have a tournament against the males in the group.
Hey, that'll be something. Guys will be behind the 8 ball. Huh?
In more ways than one.
That's right.
And I love this. You know, you can never get enough line dancing, right?
No,
and
that's right.
and also you don't need to have a partner for line dancing, which makes it really fun. So we have a new activity called Boot Scootin' with Sally.
That's
So
great.
time to kick up your heels with Sally as she leads the class through fun and lively line dances.
And what's it called? Boot?
Boot Scootin'.
Boot student?
Boot Scootin'.
Scooting.
Oh, boot scootin'.
Yeah,
oh,
when you're doing
Yes.
line dance, isn't that cute?
Oh,
Yes.
that is.
So
Just
she's really
scooting
great,
along.
and I love this name. So she brings it up a notch and uses a wide variety of tunes and keeps the energy upbeat. But what's
Oh.
wonderful too is learning a lot of new line dancing. Line dancing is so popular, and people go out of this valley to do line dancing and learn the latest. But now they can come here to Bella Vita and learn all of the latest line dancing dances and tunes. So that is Tuesdays, 9 to 10:30.
Well, you've got a lot of
Activities.
Tuesdays that conflict
Tuesday
with
is
one
like a
another.
Big day. Isn't
Oh,
But we
it?
have
my
many
goodness.
classrooms now, so there is no conflicting
And
anymore.
there's variety there, Barb. So
Something
you
for
are-
everybody.
You are set.
The colorful relaxation, first and third Tuesday. Then you've got the bookworms, Tuesday at 10. Pilates, oh, that's different, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But then the chair yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays, pool lessons, billiard lessons.
Yes, there you go.
Sorry, Tuesdays, and line dancing, boot scooting. Love that.
So is this on the website where people can find the schedule? And
Yes.
It's great because there's a lot of things going on.
So
You
many things.
Really pick and choose.
And I really
Lot of
recommend
variety.
everybody come and try each one until you find one that
One that
you
really fits
really
you.
really want to do. So yeah, each Tuesday and every other day, come in and try a different class. And of course, some of our former activities, many of our former activities are continuing. One that I'm especially fond of is the Scholar Series for lifelong learning. And we have a wonderful professor called Professor Lissa Brassfield, who has been giving extraordinary presentations. Her knowledge, she has such depth of knowledge on every topic, and she always tries to make it timely. The first the 50th anniversary of the first moon landing is coming up. And so the next Scholar Series is going to be on Apollo 11.
Oh my goodness.
One small step.
That is great.
And do you remember who was?
Neil Armstrong, January the 20th, 1969. July 20th, 1969. Oh, no, I'm not looking at it. Oh, is there stuff there?
Yes. But wow,
okay.
that's great. Don't forget Tom Hanks.
Most people remember what they were doing when they landed on the moon.
Yes.
I was driving in a car going to a meeting on the freeway, and you could hear it, on the radio. That's just one of those memories of life, good memories of life, and so you just never forget it.
No.
And that's just a super 50th anniversary to have this lecture. It's so pertinent.
Right. So do come in, and you can, maybe that could be a part of the discussion too, is what were you doing?
But who can remember that far back?
Hope
As you
do.
get older,
Wasn't that
your
far back.
memory
It's only-
kind of fades away.
But it's only 50 years.
Oh.
Remember
only
trying to
50 years.
adjust the TV set and
Oh yeah,
getting the antenna just right so that you
kids
could
don't know
see,
that.
No.
And I think
No.
the point we're sharing all is, you heard those different activities. What is Bella Vita? Well, Bella Vita is a little bit of everything. It's
Yes.
arts, it's a bit of education, it's a bit of exercise,
Yes.
and how important to keep that variety of programming very diverse
And it's
very
camaraderie.
different,
Yes.
because we're not a total fitness center by any means. We're a
You're
little
in
bit of fitness,
everything.
we're a little bit of education, we're a little bit of hobbies, a little bit of everything. And the lecture series that coming up in July, we're missing a lecture series this afternoon on stress management from a doctor. And that's going to be at the senior center after lunch, just the right time.
That's something.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So,
it's perfect.
we need we all need that in our lives. But I think that's what our team of people putting this together are trying to be creative. So new ideas we accept, but we're going to be a little bit of everything, and that's one of our goals.
May I ask you something? Why did you not include a swimming pool
Why did we not include
in the building of Bella Vita?
I don't know. We were working on a water fountain, Barbara. Not
But swimming and water aerobics is so important.
You're right, but you know what?
Absolutely.
You know what's
Really
less than a
is.
half mile away from us is a wonderful aquatic center that's offered, and we partner with the city on so many different things because they're so supportive of us. We have some great facilities with the wonderful aquatic center right down, and we're working with their team over there. There's a lot of senior activities going on there now at the aquatic center.
That's
so
good.
we're
Right
going to
across
be
the way.
we're going to be offering some service to bring them up there as well if they need a ride.
That's good.
So
That's
why
very
build it if
good.
you have such a beautiful center of Santa Clarita? So we're so lucky.
Yeah, that's true. But I was curious why it wasn't included.
But when you can
Because
almost
swimming is such a big part of seniors' lives.
Yeah.
At least from what I've experienced.
And that's the advantage
Going to the
of partnering with the city and other groups, of saying, what do you have to offer, so we don't have to duplicate it, and saying, and that's how a community works together, and that's nice.
Yeah, and as long as you have rides to get from one place to the other, that's so important.
Yeah, you're right.
Because a lot of seniors don't drive anymore. They're not able to, either because of eyesight or poor coordination or whatever it is. They don't, and they need to have rides.
Right. Well, we're full service at the senior center. We have a support service department, and all kinds of services that we offer
And
and
the
collaborate with.
transportation will be there. I mean, it could be that some of the seniors will go over to the aquatic center and come back, and the Lyft driver will say, "Hey, they were in their wet bathing suits and they got my car wet." But we will have buses and transportation to a lot of different activities in Santa Clarita. It is literally in the center of town, so we'll be able to get from different places all the time with them.
That's right.
Isn't it incredibly beautiful, that place over there?
Yeah, and the view
is.
as well.
I know.
mean, to just stand up and see that view.
I know, it is.
And
It's
of-
absolutely beautiful. And I'm getting the evil eye over here. We have to take a break, don't we? I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM and AM 1220 KHTS.
Lots of people can build websites, but there's one Santa Clarita company that specializes in designing websites for your business. Small Dog Creative. The Small Dog Creative team is made up of local designers who are hands-on. Their talented team of experts build premium websites and redefine branding. Small Dog Creative doesn't just build websites. They'll upgrade your business's online presence and turn your business into a powerful online brand. Small Dog Creative, Santa Clarita's most innovative web and design company. SmallDogCreative.com.
Discover the memory care your loved one deserves at Oakmont of Valencia, Oakmont's brand new luxury senior living community in Santa Clarita. Oakmont's innovative memory care program features stimulating and engaging activities in a soothing environment, as well as compassionate professional care delivered in the privacy of residents' apartment homes. With 2 gorgeous outdoor courtyards as well as an on-site movie theater, residents will enjoy a life full of vitality, dignity, and purpose. For more information, visit oakmontofvalencia.com.
Get ready for some fun in the sun because summer has begun. Your hometown station has your way in to make a splash at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor, now open daily for the 2019 season. With nearly 25 slides and water attractions, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor is the place to beat the heat. Keep listening for your chance to find your splash at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor for free. Not a winner? You can still get the coolest deals on tickets, season passes, and memberships at sixflags.com today.
You just had an accident. You're okay, but worried your car will never look the same. Your vehicle may be the second biggest investment you'll ever make. Give it the care it deserves at Body Shop 661.
Hi, this is Caesar from Body Shop 661. If you had an accident, you get to choose the auto body facility you want. Our full collision repair center works with all vehicles, foreign and domestic, and we handle all insurance companies.
Body Shop 661 off Ruther behind Home Depot.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign, next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Welcome to the Senior Hour. The following is paid programming and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of KHTS or its ownership.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Older Adult Hour. As a change from the Senior Hour, Barb. And we're talking with Kevin McDonald and Robin Clow from Bella Vita, who have enhanced our hour here on the show. But one of the things we've talked about in a very positive way are things that are taking place with our seniors and activities, but there is a part of what we do at the Senior Center in supportive services that helps our seniors get through the day. Those who are worried and have the stresses that they have the worries, they have fears, but we're able to help you with that also. So please believe that if you feel you are struggling as an older adult, we are there to help you with those problems that you might be facing on an everyday basis. And that also applies to the caregivers who are facing some of the same ordeals and problems that our older adults are. So, Kevin, can you just help in the last few moments that we have, help us to clarify some of the support services that we can offer to our older adults?
Sure. You know, we want to be the answer to older adults. And support services is kind of like a big social work team. And these are all at your disposal for free in this valley. We are county funded with these programs, and they're wonderful programs. We have about 5 or 6 different programs. And you're right, part of it's for the part of them are for the caregiver, and part of them are for the individual. Both. There's two big needs out there. We want to take care of both populations, the older adult and also their caregiver. So we have a variety of support groups that meet. And if you have a support group you need, you can talk to us, and maybe we can develop another one. But they get together, they share their stories. Again, you're not going to a psychologist or psychiatrist, but we share together of what people are going through, whether it's grief counseling or people dealing with Alzheimer's and those challenges in our life. But we can either provide the service for you or we can get the service for you because we link you up with the community and link you up with specialized services if we don't have them. But we have our team, they're called care managers, and they can come out and meet you. So they're housed at Bella Vita, but they're out in the community meeting with you one-on-one as you need to. So we ask people to reach out for us or reach out for a neighbor and say, can you help someone? Because we're there for you, and we'll try to do our best.
It's not an easy situation there. Once again, we started off our show talking about the increase in population of older adults and how we're going to manage it, how California is looking toward putting that into effect and having coming up with these ideas. But here in Santa Clarita, I do think we have had a plan here in Los Angeles County. We have implemented that plan through our Bella Vita here. And because we have been one step ahead, our older adults here in Santa Clarita, I think will have better quality of life in the long run.
Yeah, they sure will, and that's why like I said, these care managers are ready to take care of you and your loved ones, and that's a nice opportunity we have. Again, grateful to our county funding that we're able to offer so many variety of services. So we'll continue to grow as the need comes out, and we know we have to adjust with the times, and we're going to try to be on top of that. Suzanne Nelson is our director for the past 30 years, and she's leading us into the next term, so we're looking forward to it.
Oh, and she's an incredible lady.
She certainly is.
She is a wealth of information. If you
And a
don't know
huge heart
something,
as well.
if you don't know something, ask Suzanne.
And
she'll
she
supply
has
you with
developed the
answers.
fastest growing department at the senior center is support services for our families. That says something. And when that's your fastest growing department is your social work department.
That's very true. That's very true. And that's because there are a larger number of older adults, and that number is going to increase significantly. Even my own kids. Oh, makes me feel older.
Older.
But as I said, the one important part of what we are doing here in Santa Clarita, we are one step ahead. And that is because the leaders in this community, LA County, the city of Santa Clarita, and many of those on this radio station and in the community over at the senior center and Bella Vita have listened to the seniors. They have listened to the statistics. They have seen that something needs to be done, and we have to be far ahead of that curve to help the seniors out and protect them against problems that they might be facing. So support services, all the activities, all of this that is we are having take place in the Santa Clarita Valley is way above and beyond what other people are getting. So to our listeners, to our older adults, take advantage of this. Come to Bella Vita. We gave you directions. You can look it up. Not hard to find, but we are achieving so many great goals here to move us ahead. And we once again thank both of you, Kevin McDonald, Robin Clow, for being on our show today. It's just been super information and so worthy for those older adults in our community. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, and thank you both for your support for Bella Vita.
Oh, it's a wonderful place.
We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Advanced Ideology. Listen to us next week on the Older Adult Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.